Last week the BBC very generously announced a 2-year freeze on the licence fee to help people through the cost of living crisis. Only it wasn't generous, was it? The corporation doesn't give two hoots about people's hardship. If it did, it wouldn't have decided to force over 75s to pay for a TV license that many can't afford. Nor would it have threatened to criminalize those pensioners if they didn't pay it. If the corporation's freezing the license fee, I'm betting there's a self-serving reason that's got nothing to do with people's financial struggles. I reckon it's running scared after warnings from Culture Secretary, Nadine Dorries, who's not a big fan of either the BBC or its license fee. In fact, Ms. Dorries, below, recently questioned whether the BBC would still exist in 10 years and criticised its lack of working-class diversity and its perceived political bias. She also warned it would have to make changes before the government agreed to the next licence fee settlement in 2022. So, no one's fooled by this hollow freezing the fee gesture because it's about self-preservation. In fact, people are so hacked off with the BEEB that in 2020, 1.7 million of them ditched their license and the year before it was 1.5 million. That's a big bunch of very unhappy people. And they're unhappy because the BBC no longer serves huge swathes of the British population. Particularly the working-class population. Worse, it's been accused of being institutionally biased and catering only for the left-leaning liberal elite. Add to that the fact it's bursting at the seams with fat cat executives and obscenely well-paid presenters who are living high on the hog on license fee cash, and it's clear people have had enough. It seems incredible that more than 100 employees at the BEEB earn more than the Prime Minister. These days, I view the BBC in much the same way I view the NHS, like a massive, unwieldy, monolith that eats up public money, is wasteful, profligate and never properly held to account. The corporation gets nearly £4 billion a year from the licence fee, your money, and another £2 billion from commercial ventures. That's nearly £6 billion, and half of it goes on huge salaries and big fat pensions. What's left goes on the programmes. Unlike independent TV stations, the BBC has never had to earn its own money, so it regularly throws multi-millions at projects that fail, i.e. £100 million on its failed digital media project and an astonishing £90 million on a new EastEnders set which still looks ropey. If an independent company blew that kind of money, it would be badly damaged, ruined even. But not the BBC. It just wipes its face and moves on, knowing that next year there'll be another truckload of license money coming its way. And why do we still have a state broadcaster that's in no way representative of the state? The BBC was a disgrace during Brexit and mostly ignored the views of millions who wanted to leave the EU. Viewers are furious at its obvious political bias and simply don't want to pay for it anymore. Yes, the BBC makes some fantastic programs, but not enough to justify the billions it gets from us. And if it had ever had to earn its money rather than just be gifted it every year, I'm pretty sure it'd keep a tighter grip on the purse strings and be forced to cater for the people who pay for it to exist, not just the snotty liberal elite. I wonder if Beeb bosses understand the harm that's been done by deciding to charge over 75s for their license. I wonder if it knows that, for many, this act of unthinking greed was the final straw for people who saw it not coming from cuddly, caring Auntie Beeb, but from a heartless, uncaring corporation that didn't give a stuff about hard-up pensioners for whom TV was their only link to the outside world. That's not what a state broadcaster is supposed to be about. Yes, the BBC should still exist, but it should no longer be publicly funded by the people it appears to despise and look down on.